The 10 plagues of Egypt. The purpose behind the 10 plagues of Egypt was to force Pharaoh to free the Israelites who were slaves in Egypt. God told Moses at the burning bush that he was to go unto Pharaoh and bring the children of Israel out of Egypt. However, Pharaoh did not give Moses a positive response. Instead, he made the children of Israel work harder. Exodus 5, 1-2, 1. And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness. 2. And Pharaoh said, Who is the Lord, that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not the Lord, neither will I let Israel go. 6. And Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, 7. Ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick. As heretofore, let them go and gather straw for themselves. First drying plague, water turned to blood. The first of the 10 plagues of Egypt was the turning of water to blood. It lasted 7 days. Exodus 7, 19-21, 24-25, 19. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Take thy rod, and stretch out thine hand upon the waters of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, and upon their pens, and upon all their pools of water, that they may become blood. And that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone. 20. And Moses and Aaron did so, as the Lord commanded, and he lifted up the rod and smote the waters that were in the river, in the sight of Pharaoh, and in the sight of his servants. And all the waters that were in the river were turned to blood. 21. And the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the river, and there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. 24. And all the Egyptians digged round about the river for water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the river. 25. And 7 days were fulfilled. After that the Lord had smitten the river. Plague of frogs. Exodus 8:1-6. 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. 2. And if thou refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all thy borders with frogs. 3. And the river shall bring forth frogs abundantly, which shall go up and come into thine house, and into thy bedchamber, and upon thy bed, and into the house of thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thine ovens, and into thy kneading troughs. 4. And the frogs shall come up both on thee, and upon thy people, and upon all thy servants. 5. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch forth thine hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt. 6. And Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. Third plague, plague of lice. It occurred after Pharaoh asked Moses and Aaron to ask God to remove the frogs, and he would let the people go. But after the frogs were removed, Pharaoh changed his mind. Exodus 8, 15-17, 15. But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hardened his heart, and hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said. 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch out thy rod, and smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. 17. And they did so, for Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod, and smote the dust of the earth, and it became lice in man and in beast. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. Fourth plague, swarms of flies. The previous 3 of the 10 plagues were throughout Egypt, but from the 4th to the 10th plague, the land of Goshen, where the Israelites lived, was spared. Exodus 8, 20-24, 20. And the Lord said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth to the water. And say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. 21. Else, if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses. And the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are. 22. And I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there, to the end thou mayest know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth. 23. And I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be. 24. And the Lord did so, and there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh, and into his servants' houses, and into all the land of Egypt. The land was corrupted by reason of the swarm of flies. Fifth plague, death of cattle. Once again, after the fourth plague, Pharaoh had changed his mind about letting the people go after Moses, and Aaron prayed for the plague to be removed. Exodus 8:30, 9 through 7:30. And Moses went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord. Exodus 9:3-7:3. Behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thy cattle which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain. 4. And the Lord shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is the children's of Israel. 5. And the Lord appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow the Lord shall do this thing in the land. 6. And the Lord did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died, but of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. 7. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go.